to BFF Best Foot Forward. Two, we're still talking about courses and profession, and today is the final episode. And we have on this episode Ore and Daniel. Ore, please say hi. Daniel, please say hi.
Thank you for having me.
Hello.
Hi, Daniel. Okay, all right. So, Ore, please introduce yourself.
Ore Oluwajare, and I am a media relations executive. I am a makeup artist, and I'm also the admin manager for a mini record label. So yeah.
Right. That's like a lot of things going on here.
It's a lot, though. Jack of all trades. We're here.
Okay, so Daniel, what do you do, please? Introduce yourself.
Yeah, just something light. Anyways, I'm a software developer in a nutshell. Basically, I like the front end side of things. Yeah.
All right, that's great. All right, so what course did you study?
I did mass communication, and I think that came about from when I was younger. When I was younger, if you ask me, I'll say law or mass communication, because then I used to talk a lot, and everybody just agreed, like, oh yes, we see you being that because you talk every time. So the love just came from there, and that's why I studied.
Just inborn, like. All right, so Daniel, what course did you study and why?
I studied computer science and management. Ideally, for me, computer science appealed because it helps me create solutions that can help lives. Solve financial problems, agricultural problems in different spheres. Science and tech basically is like swimming into everything right now. So that was really why. Although was my first love. First love was medicine. I equally wanted to save lives. So right now I'm saving lives with software.
Saving lives.
That's the way to go, man.
Right. So I hear you did math. You studied mass comm, and you have a lot of stuff going on. Your portfolio is broad. I'm even hearing makeup artists there. So it appears that there's not particular alignment. What happened? How come you're not doing what you studied per se?
Well, when I left school, it was so when I was in school, I learned how to do makeup, and then after school as well. So when I left school, there was this notion that media jobs were not paying at all. So and then wanted the money. I was looking for money. So I didn't even first apply to media houses or media parts. I just said no. Let me just do something for now. And because I had experience with makeup, I got into the cosmetic industry. I worked for a cosmetic brand as a business development executive. But then I realized that everything I learned from school, from my course, also helps me because mass communication is broad. There's a media in everything you do because, my job involved creating content, strategy. So it also aligned as well, but it wasn't the main thing. So it was later, I've actually diverted to other industries as well, finance, clothing, education. But now I'm coming back to media. I'm back in media now, so I think it's all coming together.
Coming together now. You've gotten experience from everywhere. It works.
I'm just merging it, yes.
So, Daniel, you sound like everything aligns. You've been doing computer science in uni, and now you're doing software development. Has there been any time you left, or you've just been doing it?
Not at all. So I wouldn't say I really started with software development. I started with IT support, e-commerce exec, but it's still within the field of computer science. Yeah, we did really align. All of these things did help me. Actually get into software development a whole lot more, and so yeah, it's still within the scope of what I studied.
Okay, so someone's just going to hear you guys and just be like, wow, is this how easy things go? So did you get a job immediately you graduated? Or did you get a job immediately you graduated?
I actually did. I applied for a sales job and then I got it, but after 1 month I quit. I did the job. I was good at it, but I just listed myself doing sales. It was stressful. So nope. So I quit and then I just kept hoping to get another job, and after a couple of months I got another one. And that was when I started the cosmetic working consulting brand. But I got a job immediately actually. I have the mindset that if you look for a job, you'll find it. I didn't have that Nigerian mindset of there's no job at all. So I think it actually helped me as well.
Very, very, very right mindset. Very good mindset. And Daniel, did you get a job immediately you graduated?
Yeah, 6 months down the line, I got the job. My first job was I worked as an e-commerce exec, ideally. So it was really a transition, Well, yeah, but it was good. I did get a job and got intro.
Wow, guys just be like, these guys are just getting jobs easily. Yeah, like Nigeria is not typically that way, but there are things that you probably did or you always do whenever you're looking for jobs, and it would be nice to share even 1, 2, 3 things that you've done or you've always practiced that works for you and you need to share for others so others too can learn. All right, please, let's hear it from you.
So I think the first one for me will be attitude. Attitude goes a long way. Attitude, like, are you polite? How do you relate to people at work? You might say, oh, naturally I'm an introvert, I don't like people, I don't talk to people. You have to relate with people because you're working with a team. You have to be a team, you have to have team spirit, you have to have the right attitude and also be polite. This generation, they have an issue with communicating and being polite, and that's why most of them don't really get jobs, so to speak, because they're still looking for people that can have that vibe at work. So attitude matters. And the second one would be so be proactive. But there's a thin line between being proactive and being overworked, because once you're proactive, you feel like you can do a lot and you start to load your desk with a lot. So be proactive, but then still set your boundaries. Yes, because if you're not proactive, then you see that you can contribute. What can you bring to the table? What value do you add? So before they tell you to do something, you should have the initiative that you should do it. Not wait for them to tell you. It also helps. That means you can do your work unsupervised. And then the third one would be to always check the job you're applying for before you apply it. So that I don't go there and go and struggle with it. Can you do it? Don't say because I need for money, you go and do the job. Just make sure you check and see that, okay, I can actually do this thing, and then go for it. Don't be in a hurry to take jobs because you're looking for money. That one also. Don't be in a hurry to take for jobs for money, because you get and you'll be stuck with the job. And I think the one last one is, so don't think that when you leave school you get a job with big money immediately. Change that mindset. This is Nigeria. That money will not come immediately. What you need first is the experience. Don't be too. No, that money will not come immediately. I repeat, it's not come immediately.
Totally,
it's a build up.
That last one.
It's a build up. So don't think you see big money immediately. Just work towards it and just hope that it will get better. Honestly, that's what I can say.
Yeah. Well, I really agree with you. I'm just going to do a recap. So she said attitude is very, very key, and she said that you should be proactive without like understanding when it's getting abused. So don't be proactive to the point that you're totally overwhelmed, right? And then obviously you need to check job description. Some people don't, they just apply because they just want a job quickly, you just apply. So check job description. And the last, which is very, very, very key. So many people graduate with the mindset that immediately they graduate, they're going to buy their first car and build their first house.
I know. Why you guys do that? Don't buy it.
That's not the reality. But let's hear your own. Let's hear yours.
Okay. So for me, top 3. 1, you have to prepare beforehand. Like, I feel like rightly 6 months before you get a job, you have to work towards what you want to get to and know what you want to get into. So which basically taps into what Kare said. So if you have the idea of, okay, this is the kind of job I want, the next question is, are you right fit for the job? If you're not, then you need to prepare to be the best fit for the job. So the thing is, secondly, do not be in a hurry. Take your time, get ready, because a couple of times people are pressured, just want to move, just want to hop on the next bandwagon, get the next thing working, but you need to be the perfect fit. So these days you find there are jobs available, but the people to basically match those roles do not really align. So the question is, what's the problem? The problem is people need to take their time to hone the skills in order to be at where they need to be. And the hustle for daily 2K, I understand people need to also learn to look out for themselves and then to basically keep it on the low, have proper work ethics. Work ethics is very, very key. Be hungry when you go for interviews. You understand, be vulnerable. If you do not know something, don't try to feel it. Openly admit to not knowing. They'll say what your shortcomings are, and then be hungry. Once you're hungry to basically get to that level where you want to get to, I feel like there's really not going to be anything to stop you. Right now, I'm feeling like one of those that starts to perspire people. But, well, it happens. It does really, really happen. So, and then lastly,
I start to perspire.
I tell you, lastly, I actually do feel that people legit make money, but it's down to what you do and how you basically get the skills. If you have the right skills, people pay for it. So the point is not necessarily looking at the money, but the skills. You get the right skills, people pay for it. There are people that don't even go to university, they are cashing out right now. So what's the point? You get, so the skills should be the focus.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to do a recap. He has said that you need to prepare. Don't just try to apply to jobs. Like Aurea said, look to the job description. And if you realize that you don't fit, don't apply. But don't just wait there. Start learning. Start trying to become the fit. So if you have a job position that you really, really like, then you have to learn the skills to be able to work there. Do you get? You don't want to get there and not know anything. You won't even get there anyways. So most of the times people try applying a lot and they don't get just because they really are not just what people are looking for. So learn to prepare yourself is what he has said. Prepare yourself, don't be in a hurry. Another thing I'll add to don't be in a hurry is by the time you resume work, you realize that you don't even have time for leave, you don't have time to rest. And now everybody just kind of wants to quickly get a job. They don't know that once you get the job, is that you continue. It's not like school where you have one semester, then you have holidays. It's a lie. The best you can get is public holidays, and that's if your company is really nice. So you have to take it easy, take it not easy, and work ethic is very, very key. So you need to have work ethics, very good work ethics. Be vulnerable if you need to be. I think there's another thing that people really don't know about jobs and all. We always think it's like a chase, like it's a race, something you're trying to quickly achieve. But this is life. Like you're going to quickly do it. You get it's not going to just
they think it's a sprint. When is a marathon?
You have to take it slowly because it's a long haul. You're going in for the long haul. Throughout your entire life, you'll probably be working, whether for yourself or for people, you would be working. So, and it's not a competition as well. You know, you just want to get there. You want to be happy doing what you're doing. You want to be successful in what you're doing. You want to enjoy the people you're working with. So it's a whole lot. It's not just trying to get the money. Yes, because we always want more money. That's how life is. So I'm so happy to have you guys. I've learned so much from you guys. I've learned so much. You will not believe it. I had tips. I never had any of these tips that you guys have brought. So I've learned so much. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I've learned from Daniel. Thank you.
See why you don't be
share with your friends, comments. We'd like to see you in the next series, but with that, we're done with courses and profession. Bye.
Bye.